I'm finna crash out. Can't get rid of me, that's what they really mad about.
Crash out, crash out, crash out!
I can't come down, I'm gonna be indicted.
He's right.
Indicted!
I'm gonna flip out.
Get behind me, baby. You already know.
You people are sick.
No, but what
Wicked.
ever after.
Sloppy, condescending animals.
I try to be a good motherfucking nigga, but I can't be because
Tell 'em,
little
man.
bitch ass niggas like you wanna fuck with me. You wanna fuck with a nigga, right?
Come in the great soda.
Before I burn in hell.
Yo,
We are back.
yeah.
Episode 35, Crash Out the Sitcom. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle, the Drunkle, the Fail, the Ale. You know what I'm saying? All above, man, like Play-Doh. You know what I'm saying? But we don't Play-Doh.
Nah, never. Tonight we have a lot to cover, actually. There's so much going on.
Heavy.
Afroman's back in court with these cops. The war, it just started. Like, I guess people are starting to bomb each other and shit. There's a bunch of shit going on. So, you know, the revolution will not be televised. It'll be on Strain Damage Media.
Right here.
Crash Out the Sitcom,
right now.
definitely, for sure.
You heard it first.
Before we jump into anything, Ayo, how was your week, bro?
Yo, man, the week's been good. You know what I mean? The weather is weird as hell, man. Windy, cold, hot. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, I feel bad for the ladies. They don't know what to wear. You know what I'm saying? They're like, one day it's a, you know what I mean, crop top. You know what I mean? The next day it's this. The next day it's a hoodie. The next day it's a fucking full coat leather jacket. You know what I mean?
They'll figure it out.
Freaking, yeah. Even for me, man, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't used to the album crazy, you know what I mean? But it's wild. How was your week, my dog?
It was good. Sunday had a chance, or no, Saturday had a chance to do some hallucinogens. Became a fun guy for a second.
Whoa.
Pretty fun.
That was...
Those mushroom chocolate bars are pretty good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
but
okay.
They're not the same as like real shrooms. I think we established that, right? Like back in the day when we had
it was very,
shrooms.
very nice. I mean, but we didn't experience a certain effects there that we were used to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we definitely, what we were doing was we were just psyching ourselves out. You know what I mean? Cleaning out our psyche there. You know what I mean? Washing ourselves from our brain and all of our anxiety there. You know
what
I
it
mean?
made
And
me realize?
depression
It made me realize though, like, you know how like sometimes people are like, oh, you got enlightened. You're like a super like you're, you know what I mean? Like, you start acting super spiritual. Like
No.
I kind of took this trip to be like, I'm not gonna let nobody fuck with our vibe at all this year. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like whether it's
We're
somebody in any situation that we're at. I don't even want to name situations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying any situation. I'm just not gonna let nobody bug the fuck out of us, dog. Like I'm just not, it's just
Bye.
not worth it, bro. Like
Bye.
that's just what I learned out of all of it. You know, some people they come out of a trip and they're like, oh, I feel lighter and softer. It's like, no, I feel a little bit more hardened. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not gonna let nobody get nothing over on anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
we did our reality check there. We got rid of all the other stuff we were harboring there and let it flow free. You know what I mean? Hey, later, go down the river.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go emotions take over, the anxiety there, the wondering and the pondering. Bye. Later there.
I'm just not gonna let things bug
And
me,
I can't-
basically. You know what I mean?
I can't let nobody fucking at work or at whatever in my situation, in the parking lot, at Smith's, at Costco, at this.
I have to go back to the original, like my original thought, which is like, as long as they're not fucking with me personally or my family or my friends, like personally, then I can give a fuck less what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But the second they want to say anything about us, please expect that we're going to say something about your situation. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to use it as inspiration for another crash out topic, you know? That was basically our intro. You know what I'm saying? Is
because we the crash out and
some people take
you.
shrooms. Yeah, some people take shrooms to be a little bit softer in life. I'm going to take shrooms to make my brain be rewired to not let nobody give me shit or take shit from anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that popped into my head while we're like, you know, while
we were doing
the
our
trip
thing.
was happening or whatever. You know, it was a really eye opener. You know what I mean? A really big eye opener for sure.
Yeah. And we're ready to go. So strap in, folks.
But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna jump into the deaths of celebrities in hip hop that happened this week. We did talk about Nate Dogg, March 15, 2011. Also, Lil Mister, 2019. He was 24. Yaphet Kotto, 2021. He was an actor. And Ron Silver, 2009. On March 15th, he was also an actor and director. Let's see. March 17th, we had Professor X, the Overseer, in 2006. And then March 17th, Anthony Minghella, 2008. And then March 21st, Young Noble at 2023. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Our first topic for tonight. Let's see. I got to find... Afroman's trial still going on, and it's getting crazier. He turned a police raid into a hit song, and now it's evidence in court. What the trial is about, the case stems from a 2022 raid on Afroman's home in Adams County. 7 sheriff deputies are suing him for defamation, invasion of privacy, false light portrayal, and their claim is he used security camera footage of them in music videos, merch, and songs without consent, making them look bad. The key content in dispute, the songs Lemon Pound Cake and Will You Help Me Repair My Door. We listened to those before the show. Super funny.
Super Afroman. You know what I mean?
I'll just play one, like a split second of each. I'm not trying to get flagged. I need to make clips of this fucking episode. But anyway, Afroman, his testimony, his main defense is this is their fault. Afroman directly flipped the blame onto law enforcement. It's all their fault. He argued in court. Bullshit. If the raid never happened, none of the songs and videos would exist, which is true. He only used footage because they entered his home.
Poked the fire.
And he was using his own home footage from his own home cameras. So
yeah, because they didn't have ownership of that.
So his full reasoning is they raided my house wrongfully. That's why their images exist on my cameras. That's why they're in my music, because they came over to my house and fucked with my shit, went through my suits.
That's why he's wearing the flag suit. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess they're looking for like people that were supposed to be imprisoned in his house. They're looking for 100,000 pounds of weed or some shit. I don't know. It gets crazier. And then today they said that the judge made one of the deputies cry when, I guess Afroman had mentioned that he had slept with one of the deputies' wives, right?
Yes, correct.
And then he asked him, he's like, well, did your wife sleep with him? And he's like, well, I don't know. And he's like,
well, that's the Lemon Cake song.
Right.
And
then he said something about, well, you don't know how to keep tabs on your wife or some shit. And then he's like, well, I noticed you call Afroman a son of a bitch. So is his mom really a bitch? So this is kind of like in the same context of, you're calling him a son of a bitch, and he's just playfully,
the artistry,
entertainfully saying that he boned your wife.
Yeah, I sure did.
And now you're all heard about it or whatever.
Like the comedy club, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you go to a comedy club, there, folks.
Yeah,
sometimes
your mama
you're
jokes, all that kind of shit.
You're gonna get poked out of the club. I mean, you're gonna get, oh, I see you in the audience. Hey, how's it going? You know what I mean? Like, but. Always been funny, that Afroman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, since the get-go there, high school there, I mean, you can't mess with him. He's a master rhymer. You know what I mean? Just because he doesn't do it with the new school, the old school there, trust me, he
reminds me of like
he's a rhyme genius.
The drunk, stoned uncle version of Dr. Seuss, from the hood type shit.
If I had my hair, I would be.
Yeah, no, not you, Afroman, dog.
Man, I'm like, that's the uncle, right?
He's just
that's
like
the Funko the Drunkle.
the king of rap lullabies. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. Or because I got high, and then all the way down.
Palmdale,
Lemon Pound Cake, Palmdale.
Two Colt 45 and 2 zigzags.
Yeah, that was the first one. And then, but what I'm saying is like how he made these songs. They're just like they sound like they're like lullabies. They don't even sound like diss songs. We listened to both of them before the show. They definitely just sound like anthems.
And you know what I mean? It kind of seemed like it's kind of for like, people slowing down too. You know what I mean? Like, I think he smokes himself retarded. You know what I mean? But
yeah, how can you take Afroman serious? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
he's always stoned. He's always drunk. He's always just doing his thing. And he's a party guy. Yeah, he's like A Omega, but like 30 years older. You know what I'm saying? But deputy side, emotional distress.
You heard it here, folks.
Plus reputation damage. The officers claim the videos made them look corrupt, incompetent, ridiculous, hungry. No, I added the hungry part. They
The
say,
remarks.
They say it led to harassment and threats from people that like Afroman and damage to their reputations. You know what I think happened though, Ayo? I think what happened is they're like, hey, bro, this guy just put out a music video of us.
Talked about you.
Yeah, let's
And
all
you.
let's all gather up
And
in the
you.
locker room and let's all try to do a little class action lawsuit on Afroman.
Whose brother's
kind
a
of
lawyer?
It's kind of what it sounds like to me. So yeah,
Defamation of character.
yeah,
You
these
know,
guys are
that's where it
crybabies
goes.
and they're just trying to get a buck.
But we
off
took
of
money from him,
Afroman.
but we gave it back and all these other little
I don't even think
allegations.
Afroman has that much money. I think now he does. Like now he's getting a lot of views this week, and a lot of people are
I
talking
think
about
back
him. But
then at that time, they
but-
took some money out the house. But I mean, that's all speculation.
they did steal from him. I think that is part of it too. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Yeah, because it's been going loco.
So the raid,
there.
they said the raid justification was based on suspicions of drug
They training
drug
date him.
trafficking and kidnapping. But
I want to see that one.
the raid reportedly found nothing leading to charges. That contradiction is a big part of Afroman's defense narrative. So I think he's going to be able to win off of that fact alone. You know.
Right.
Let's see what else.
which is crazy there. Because, I mean, this has been going on for a good minute.
Since 2022, bro.
And, you know, I mean, most of this stuff, I mean, yeah, get ready. I mean, if you're going to go to court there, you know what I mean? Most of the time you're going to be buckled in for about 3 to 4 to 5 years there, depending on the severity of it. You know what I mean? Depending on who's implemented there, who's, you know what I mean, doing this and doing that there. And it can get sticky and it can get heavy real fast there, folks. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Make sure you strapped up with a good lawyer. Call,
It says
call
the
Johnny.
current status as of now, the trial is ongoing as of March 2026. Afroman has already taken the stand. Deputies and investigators are also testifying, but there's no final verdict yet. So we will definitely find out more on the Afroman, and we will keep you updated on Crash Out the Sitcom for sure.
We'll let you know.
All right. Let's move along for sure.
Fucking A,
Crack.
man.
Oh, shit. Wrong way. This one's kind of hard to talk about. U.S., Iran, conflict escalation. This is the biggest serious topic on the internet right now. I guess everyone's bombing each other now. They're bombing the shit out of schools. They've taken out a school of 150 to plus little
plus kids
girls.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it was
you
a
know what
little
I mean?
girls' school. It wasn't just kids, bro. It was just
Was it female
a school full of little kids that were little girls, bro. And I think it's getting out of hand. I don't know. People are
Why?
saying this
Why
is
the innocent?
people are saying this is one devil fighting another devil. People are saying if you talk too much about it, you're being anti-Semitic. If you're talking too much about the other side, you're being too political and you're siding with other people in the war. So we kind of have to tread a little bit carefully, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I do know one thing, that war is created for nothing but profit and for distraction of what I believe right now would be what's the other biggest topic on the internet right now would be the Epstein files, right? Every time something like this comes up, we get some kind of huge worldwide distraction like COVID or now a
Gas
war.
prices
Gas
or
prices,
oil or this and that there, you know. Never for the civilians, never for the topics of the actual and factuals there, you know what I mean? And when we try to bring this stuff up there, we're shunned in silence there. You know what I mean? We're shunned away. Nobody wants to pick up the information there because their credibility or their liability. Nobody goes against the fucking grain anymore.
What I think is fucked up
You know?
is no one even had time to protest for any of the children that were affected, the families that were affected in the Epstein files, any of the kidnapped victims, any of the children that were missing that
No.
were in the files. And they right away went to war. And I think that's probably the most fucked up thing about this whole situation is no one really had time to even protest or even defend any of these children. You know what I'm saying?
They flooded
No one
us
even
with,
protested
well,
for his
when
bombing.
you flood with the emotions there, you don't know which way to go. You know what I mean? Like, let me, you know what I mean? Slide them in or stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they just pick and choose what they
Yeah.
protest, and like what I noticed about even the ICE protests is like it's just a bunch of white people out there protesting with bro, and it's just obvious. It's just like in hopes that a bunch of people that are immigrants would come up and start protesting with them, and how easy would that just to be to just
Yeah.
scoop all of those people up. So it's like they're playing, what is it? bait. What's that bait shit? Catch and bait or
Cat
whatever.
and mouse?
Cat and mouse type shit. Yeah,
cat
yeah.
mouse.
Bait and release, but not
We
never
got you
release
here.
them.
There, come over here. We're gonna corral y'all.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just a bunch of twisted shit that's going on with everything. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to just be like, oh, I'm with this side because it's my country, or I'm with this side because I don't know what's going on with them, or I'm with that side because I don't know what's going on with them. I just know it's a bunch of evil shit going on in the world right now. And
We need to come together and be more thoughtful.
Yeah.
We need to be more considerate there for the ones that really need it. You know, I know there's a lot of other people there out there that are saying, well, you know, I don't think I can do that there. Well, you know what? Time to turn the leaf.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's be real. Let's be true.
I mean, like I wouldn't even know where to begin, right? Like this is something that we all really need to like collectively come together and get like some people that are in politics that aren't evil, and people that are in certain areas and certain professions that are not evil people. And that's probably like the hardest thing.
Let's
right now.
boost them up.
Yeah.
You know, let's boost them up there. Let's back them up there, and let's make sure that they are secured in the best way for our best interests in the community, in the city, in the state.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? That's why we're talking about it right here, right now, folks, in the crash out.
We're doing good
We're
on
fucking
time.
crashing out.
All right, for sure. Next topic, for sure. Let me see. All right, this one's a little bit on a lighter note, for sure. Danny Burke and Reckless Ben, they exposed McCaney Manor haunted house. This is exactly the material that we wanted right now. YouTubers in real life torture house. Let's see, did influencers take down the McCaney Manor, or is it cap? Is McCaney Manor a red room or just extreme entertainment? Have you heard of this place, Ao? McCaney Manor?
This stuff there, I mean, I'm not into
You've heard
the
of it, right,
real,
bro?
well, the horror stuff there, but I mean, this is the one that has like all the creepy ass like dolls and stuff. Or
No,
like,
so
you know what I mean?
so this
What's
is
McCaney
this is
Manor? Like,
McCaney
this is
Manor.
something new to
They
me.
it's a haunted house in, let me get this right. Yeah, they have to sign a waiver. They claim to give them $20,000 if they can make it through the haunted house, AO. And when they're going through the haunted house, they're doing torture tactics the whole time, like waterboarding. They're putting fucking a mask on their face and dunking them in the water. When the mask fills up with water instantly into your nose, like
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to breathe. They shave your head. They just embarrass you.
What?
They dehumanize you, and they pretty much try to get you to say the safe word to get out of getting the $20,000. When you're so close, they always say it. You're so close. Just keep going. You're so close. But I honestly think it's just one big circle, and they're just torturing the shit out. They're just torturing the shit out of every single
That's
person that
weird.
gets. And
That's mental manipulation.
so these two YouTubers say that 5 times fast. Danny Burke and Amazing Ben, they signed up to do the McCaney Manor thing, and they were accepted instantly, right? Within like 20 minutes. They were questioned even before they went in. Are you guys doing this to expose me? The guy calls them and asks them, are you guys trying to expose me? They're like, oh, no. And then they go. And they expose that these guys are just basically just torturing the shit out of people. They found a hard drive in the homie's office of like all like the secret ones that he didn't want to put like out as advertising, and it's like literally like some of the witnesses that have come forward, they're on that hard drive, and they've came forward, and they're just like, totally, till this day, I still feel tortured. I still feel fucked up. I can't sleep right. PTSD like a motherfucker. Like
anxiety,
so
depression.
This even made to the district attorney's office, and they were talking
What the
about it.
fuck?
Yeah, and the district attorney and the powers that be are going to be looking into McCaney Manor. So
That's
I
wild.
think it's good. You know, I think it's
So it's like
fucked
it
up.
was a site, but now it's a site. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, of investigation. They're
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Everybody before it was like, oh, speculation, but now, no. These individuals actually went in and did some shit there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Trying to invoke some stuff there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
You're
still
gonna
messy. It's still debated. It's partly ongoing, but they're definitely being investigated, and hopefully, some of those people that were promised this $20,000 at the end of the torture session could get reparations and maybe get some help mentally for anything that they were put through. Because I watched,
That's just like, I mean, just legitimately,
I'll
that's
just show
some
you a
fucked
clip,
up shit
like-
there. You know what I mean? Got it in, you know what I mean? Like wild.
Watch, look. I'll post this too for sure. Watch.
Never gonna be the same again. is no joke.
Basically, you just get waterboarded, and the only reason no one has actually like made it through is because if you're getting waterboarded, you just can't breathe, and if you can't breathe, you're just gonna die. So then you gotta quit because you're gonna die.
Yep.
Stupid enough to give us the contract.
So that was them
that's what I
talking
thought.
about it.
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So yeah, they definitely do a bunch of crazy shit. Not only waterboarding, they're like putting like latex masks over your face and dunking you in the water. Like that's not natural. Like what's waterboarding? Isn't it like a t-shirt, right?
No, waterboard is when they put like a wash towel or a fucking towel
over your face,
over your face
water,
there,
right?
and they pour the water there because the towel is so thick there that you don't have that air filtration to breathe through the cotton, dog.
Yeah.
So it makes it very, very hard to do that there. For
That's what
sure.
I thought.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy there because I've been waterboarded. Yeah.
So
Yep.
they said Tennessee's attorney general is the one that launched the investigation, and now,
Thank you.
despite of everything,
Good.
McKinney Manor has continued operating in some
Hey,
form.
fuck it, keep going.
I bet you they just dumbed it down, right? They're just like, oh, we can't waterboard him as much, and we'll just put him through all the other bullshit, and we'll just keep it going. But it is fucked up. I think it's one of those things that you can't be tricking people into. Oh, come sign up for my McKinney Manor. You're gonna get 20 racks, but then you leave with PTSD and you don't even get nothing out of it. Shaved head, you look like fucking
your therapy sessions are gonna cost you that in 6 months.
Mad Max or some shit. Yeah,
Straight up there.
yeah, it's fucked up.
Fucking wild there. Yeah, you're not gonna get us. Yeah, just gotta say there. No, we ain't playing that. You know what I mean? I played video games. I ain't playing that game.
I'm glad they're getting looked into though. That's honestly.
Well,
the
I
best
mean,
thing.
these people need some motherfucking justice there. You know what I mean?
Shout out to all these young
YouTube.
YouTubers that are actually going out into the field, bro. Like I said, bro, I swear I want to go up. I want to go up the road, bro. You know where I want to go, dog. But these YouTubers have there's YouTubers that busted into Epstein Island. There's these YouTubers exposing McKinney Manor. YouTubers just doing so much exposing right now, exposing all the pedophiles and predators. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much dope shit. Honestly, keep doing that shit. You know what I mean? There's only one way to expose all this shit, and it's to expose all this shit. And
We all gotta be.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, we all gotta be open-minded there. That this could be and that could be there. You know what I mean? Open to the possibilities that there is still real truth out there, and some of us need that clarification. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Oh yeah, moving on. Mexican priest caught spending money on Mexican prostitutas. You told me about this shit, hey Omega.
I was like,
It said, yeah, the story is real, but it's slightly misrepresented online. It's actually not a Mexican priest. It's a U.S.-based Catholic bishop tied to the trips in Mexico. So it says, from the altar to the strip club to the bishop scandal, did church donations find a double life in Mexico? How deep does this go? Solo scandal or bigger system? What actually happened? The Catholic bishop named Emmanuel Chaleta, based in San Diego, is at a center of the scandal. He's accused of using church funds, hundreds of thousands of dollars, making repeated trips to a brothel in Tijuana, Mexico. What is it? Bordello of Sangre.
that's crazy.
Investigators say he allegedly visited the same spot multiple times per week. At one point, total missing funds could be from $400,000 to nearly $1 million.
What the fuck?
The wild part says that he used church donation money for these trips, took special shuttles meant for brothel customers. The location mentioned a well-known red light district in Tijuana, Zona Norte. See, I told you something like that.
Oh yeah. I don't know, but oh yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, you brought this shit up to me. What'd you think when you? I told him, I was like, you caught a fucking trout with this one for sure. This one's a good one to talk about.
Well, see, even for us folks, you know what I mean. If y'all involved with the internet and y'all stay tuned with social media, you know what I mean. People misuse the funds and misappropriate the funds from the hardworking, real dedicated churchgoers. And that's fucked up. You know what I mean?
What's even more fucked up?
Like Drewski did it, right? I want the Bentleys and this and that.
That was funny.
That was, you know what I mean? But that's actual
hilarious.
and factual there. But see, he did it there to where he knew he didn't want to get recognized.
What do you
know what I
mean?
mean? Well, he took the special shuttles there. He didn't have.
Oh, you're talking about the priest. I thought you were talking about Drewski for a second.
No, the priest there. So he
Yeah.
said, okay, I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to do a little sneaky way. I'm going to go eat real good and live, you know what I mean? Do all that. Then take special shuttles and special favors and special whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 400,000 to $1 million, you know what I mean? If he was going over and if he was changing the money over,
I wonder who finally followed him.
to pesos?
Someone had to have followed him because there's no way that like someone in Mexico is going to notice that a priest from San Diego is in Mexico at the brothels, dog. I can tell you that. I guarantee that someone noticed the
back and forth.
The plate in the back and forth was getting a little bit lighter, and the back and forth was a little bit too constant. Just there's obvious signs when people.
And then the church is like, "Hey man, how come the funds are going down,
shady
Papa?
ass shit.
What's up, Papa? How come the funds are going low, man?"
He's like, I don't know. I was getting my papa's drain.
I
That's
was over there in
it.
Tijuana.
But
Jeez,
we've seen this all the time, and I'm glad that you brought up the Drewski thing because that's totally factual, like you said. Like these priests, like these
From
pastors,
culture to culture, this isn't biased. These are facts.
It doesn't matter if they're Mexican, black,
White,
Chinese.
Caucasian.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're Baptist, whatever. They're still a business. Church has always been a business since day one.
Yep.
And it's sad that when you brought this up earlier, it's sad that they confuse a lot of followers into believing that their hard-earned money and their 10% that they're giving to, they're thinking they're giving to God and they're giving to the church to put into the church. But I've seen churches year after year after year saying our building fund, our building fund, our building fund, and that thing goes from $500 to $1,000, and like it's like you see everybody literally giving their wholehearted 10%. I've even seen my mom do it, and then end up fighting with my stepdad Monday morning over who's going to pay this, who's going to pay that.
Yep.
And it's like, you guys just had the money yesterday and you just gave it to this church that hasn't even bought new chairs. We're still sitting on folding metal chairs. You know what I'm saying?
I remember going to
Like,
the church that was held in a gymnasium in an elementary school. Because that, you know what I'm saying? And then now
anywhere they could hold
they
a
have one of
church.
the biggest churches in Santa Fe.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Beautiful, nice waterfall down for the baptismals and holds everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember those checks, $300.
Yeah,
$300.
but church is just one big business. It's one big scam, and it's really sad that people that do go to churches are still believing in that they're doing something for that church that's going to benefit them in the future. Because, respectfully, you should be able to go to a bank to a church as a bank. If I've given so much tithes year after year after year, I've been a faithful. What is it called? What is it of the communion? What do they call it? Like when they're part of the church. What are they called? They call them something like the congregation. I'm part of the congregation, right? I've been paying tithes for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I can't come to my pastor to say, hey, can you marry my daughter who just turned 25 and she doesn't have the funds, but we've been going to the church. No, you got to pay full price. Oh, okay. Can I take out a small loan to get my son a car because I've been paying tithes? And no. That's not how it works.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But in all reality, tithing is supposed to be 10% of what you want to give. Like if you grow apples for a living, you could bring 10% of your apples to the church. I know they're not going to accept that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But
it's the same way it's been.
That's what it's supposed to be.
And that goes back to like even the ways that, you know what I mean, you give back to the king or the queen. You know what I'm saying? When you do that there, you give back to that there. You know what I mean? And then it starts getting crazy. They want more and more. It went from 10 to 15. Now it's half.
Pharaoh mentality.
And
dog.
now it's 75% of your crop to the king
Yep.
or the queen. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Crash out, crash out!
I can't calm down. I'm gonna be indicted.
Oh, he's right.
Indicted.
I'm gonna flip out. Get behind me, baby.
Get behind me, baby.
Yo, people are sick.
Animals.
I try to be a good motherfucking nigga, but I can't be the little bitch ass niggas like you wanna fuck with me. You wanna fuck with me.
Pick a ride.
Before I burn in hell.
Yo, we are back with Crash Out the Sitcom, episode 35. Hey,
Nailed
bro.
that shit, dog.
Officially 70 after 70 episodes, if I couldn't get that down, dude, I'm a piece of shit.
Come on now.
No, but no,
Practice
70
makes
episodes of podcasting in the past 9.5 months, brother.
Let me tell you, it feels
Congratulations,
good.
man.
Congratulations to you, my dog.
We've
right
talked
here.
about it all, and you're gonna see all of that shit come up, and it's not conspiracy no more. So we're just we're pretty much just a truth telling podcast. You know what I'm saying? And to tell you the truth, you guys need to grow the fuck up. I'm just
It's
kidding.
crazier than shit out here, yo. You know what I mean? Like, watch out who you around. You know what I mean? The spirits, the aliens, all of that, they after you. You know what I'm saying?
The Anunnaki.
And believe, have faith, man, because if you don't have faith, you're gonna fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stay true. You know what I mean? And that's what we're here to do. We're here to bring some truth to you to help you open up that pineal gland again. You know
Third
what I'm
eye,
saying?
boy.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna continue and continue and continue until you actually get it. That's what we hear.
Hey. With that being said, we're going to jump into everybody's favorite section of the fucking podcast tonight. It is the good, the bad, the ugly, and the bizarre New Mexico. Let's see. The good in New Mexico, we did bring this up when it was just news that it was going to happen, but it is happening this week. New Mexico is launching free fucking childcare for anybody that has a child. If you have 5 kids, now you're saving 5 times as much money.
Amen.
So there shouldn't be any complaint from any lady saying, "Hey, can you buy me a coffee and I'll suck your dick?"
Whoa!
No, we'll leave that for the tricks and the Sims. Like, we left that on the last couple episodes. You know what I'm saying? So, people that have kids, we'll get back to that. If you guys have kids, it's free healthcare. You guys don't have to worry about shit.
Right on, man.
You guys are getting up to $14,000 a year.
There's so many.
Many families will pay $0. Already 16,000 kids are enrolled since the rollout has happened. So good job, New Mexico.
Hey.
And shout out to all the single moms that ain't going to be bugging for no money now. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a big plus.
Hey.
I have to do a crash out spin on that shit.
Coming
Like,
for a dad.
Yeah.
Coming from a single dad.
I could say it if I want.
Yeah, hell yeah. I ain't gonna
Not
say
only
nothing else.
is it
Crash
because
out.
I'm a single dad. Hear me out though. Like there's been, I swear, dog, in the past 10 years of me being single or whatever,
Okay.
there's been at least 10,000 girls that have hit me up trying to be like, subscribe to my fucking OnlyFans if you want to get to know me better. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to. Fuck the fuck off. Like for real. Like
I never done it.
And
Never
then
have, never
and then
will.
there's other girls, like I said, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you think I'm cute and you like my picture? You should send me money for a coffee." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." And it's just some of these girls are just so entitled, thinking that these guys are gonna just spend all of this money on them because they got ass and pussy and titties, and it's like that's not what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's here to contribute. Everybody's here to have a purpose in life, and if that's what your purpose in life is, selling ass, then by all means, you know what I'm saying? But
The healthcare.
you ain't gonna get no money from T.O. Val, and I know you ain't gonna get no money from A Omega.
I'm stingy as a motherfucker.
Nah. And to the ones that admit it, you know what I mean? You guys need to stop. You're making us look bad when you guys admit that you guys
Don't do it.
oh, I love her. I simp over her and
Don't
she
do
hasn't
it.
even gave me a kiss and blah blah blah, this and that.
If you're 21 and older, don't do it.
Or if you're taking care of someone else's kids, bro, like
Don't do it.
No. Single moms are only made for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
Keep it real. Tell them your intentions.
The bad in New Mexico. The Bosque attacker, strangler guy.
Yo, this shit was a trip to hear about this. I'm like, okay, man, they taking over the Bosque now?
So apparently there's a guy in the Bosque that is Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office are investigating an assault guy that is attacking people in the Bosque. He's an active attacker running around right now. But there is a suspect still at large. But they're saying that there's not an attacker, but there's a suspect at large. That doesn't make no fucking sense.
There's an attacker, but there's
No, they're saying there's not an attacker, but there's a suspect
there.
Yeah.
So isn't that the same?
Yeah, exactly.
Sugar-coated
Like some
or what?
people are getting attacked.
Hold on, it's not a glazed donut. It's just old-fashioned donut.
No, that's still a donut, bro. and that's what these
come on
cops
now.
are probably doing. They're eating too much donuts instead of actually going out into the bosque to look for them. They're probably scared that they're going to
Bro,
get
that sugar level and
got
that
by
caffeine
La
is too high.
Llorona and the Chupacabra and all kinds of shit are living in the bosque, so they don't want to go in there and fucking really investigate.
Get every fast car.
Let's see. Hold on, let me.
But yo, for real, I saw some fucking actual cops there while I was driving over the river the other day, heading to Cottonwood area.
Right.
And I did see 2 cops on that little small bridge on the side, and I was like, oh shit, that's the whole 2 cop cars there? Yeah, hell yeah. And they were talking to fucking a biker there. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit, after you mentioned to me that day, during the morning, and I was actually heading to that side of town, I actually saw them over there closer to the river, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at I was reading the first.
No.
The first and second incidents. It said the first incident happened on February 2nd, where the attacker pulled what it looked like was a gun and then pushed someone down and then cut their pants and then ran off.
What?
And then on March 1st, he attacked a man
weird.
with a box cutter. And then around March 8th, he threatened a woman on horseback with a knife. So the lady was on horseback, not him. I almost thought that at first. Like he was like on horseback with a fucking box cutter. Like,
Sleepy Hollow.
give me your purse, bitch.
Hurry up. Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Bitch, you know what I want.
I want your purse.
He took her purse.
Get
but
Chick-fil-A.
she was definitely on the horse and she galloped away and she was able to get away from the box knife for sure.
Damn, that's crazy. So that makes me think there that, just because
the box
knife.
knife.
Well, you know what I mean? Closer to where that area is, you know what I mean? That's definitely North Valley there, you know what I mean?
He's the Bosque box knife brutalizer, bro.
And he's bouncing back and forth there because, you know what I mean? A lot of those families and those lands on the other side of the river. So he's walking across on both sides, man. You know what I mean? He's one of those, I can squat wherever I want kind of ones.
He's probably one of those weird ass rich guys that just wants to jump the wall and fuck with people and then jump back over his wall and pretend like nothing happened. And he watches the cops while he's sipping his tea and he's just drinking his fucking shake and watching the cops do their thing, and he's just laughing his ass off, and he's just picking people. I don't know. I'm just making shit.
That's crazy there. If he was doing that there, he'd be like the serial Bosque, but he actually lives in the area there in a nice house.
If you guys have any information on the Bosque box knife brutalizer,
Corrales area there, Eagle Ranch.
No, and the Bernalillo Bosque box knife brutalizer is still at large.
Holler at us.
Make sure you guys go get a hold of it.
Send it to us right away so we can send it out.
Maybe we should line the Bosque with boxes, and he'll just have like no fucking like.
I want to cut.
He'll have the urge to just jump his wall, and then you'll just see him cutting all the boxes.
Cardboard there. Take him your recyclables.
Catch him orange-handed.
Take him the recyclable boxes there from your neighborhood there. Have him break it down. He's got blades. He
got a blade.
He's got a blade.
Oh man.
That's fucked up there. But if y'all see any of that shit for real, we were just clowning on it, talking about it there. But figure that out there. You know what I mean? If anybody sees anything suspicious like that there, contact your local authorities there for real.
Yeah, this is being treated as a series of
it's real shit there. You know what I mean? We're crashing out on him because he's probably not there. You know what I mean? And especially when you have squatters living there by the side of the river there in the tent and whatnot there and just getting spaced out all day there. Who knows what they're going to do and who knows what they're capable of there. So again, we're just talking about this in a humorous kind of way there, but all facts there. You know what I mean? If something serious happens there, please just reach out to your local authorities.
Yeah, he's still unidentified. Attacks are happening in the same area repeatedly. I kind of want to go for a jog and see if he pops up, and we'll just fuck it.
Let's do it.
Jump his ass.
Saturday, it's supposed to be 90 in that Burke crazy.
Oh, the meth heads don't come out when it's 90, bro.
Shit, they'll roast whenever. I don't care.
Well, they'll be like,
yo, what's up?
Or
yeah,
whatever.
They're just roasting, standing still. I'm like, yo, you look like a piñon.
They look like jerky.
They look like, yo, man.
Like the Tandy Leather Company could really make a commercial with all of them standing. No, I'm just kidding.
But anyway, Vegas.
Yeah, let's go
Nevada.
to the ugly of New Mexico.
Another ugly.
A burned body was found behind a grocery store this week. This is probably the grimiest confirmed situation in New Mexico right now. Super ugly. What happened? A dead body was found burned behind a Smith's grocery store in the North Valley.
Damn.
Fire crews responded to a fire overnight. Then the body was discovered the next morning. Now it's a full homicide investigation. Police. Let's see. The police don't know who the victim is, whether the fire was used to hide the crime. The body being burned suggests someone trying to erase evidence, identity, or both.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That same day, APD was called to another suspicious death at a house in Northwest Albuquerque. Homicide detectives are literally working on multiple death scenes at once.
It's not even the fucking middle of the summer yet, yo. Y'all are getting all fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why y'all be burning bodies behind the Smiths? Like, you know, like again, too, like how you're bringing it up there. You know what I mean? They could be covering up something. You know, we don't know the whole facts yet there. I mean, they could have burned somebody, you know, like literally like took their money, you know, took them for a lick there. They jugging on people.
Well, when you burn someone, right, super badly, their teeth will pop like popcorn, and that's the main way to tell if who somebody is at that point. Really? Unrecognizable, yeah. Like,
Okay.
when they get to a certain point, they'll just pop, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's definitely signs of hiding evidence. It's definitely some foul play involved. Oof. And we need to do better, Albuquerque. There's way too many homicides going on, way too many murders, way too many
guns,
suicides, just deaths in general, even with drug overdoses with the fentanyl and stuff like that. It's just...
people trying to come up real fast, man. Fast money might be your last money, man.
Well, when we were watching that movie, right, and they had like the basketball courts underneath the freeways and stuff, I think like if our city had shit like that, like there would be a lot more places for people to just be like feel more free to hang out and be like just be people. Like I feel like Albuquerque has like four or five things to do that like it's either playing pool where there's liquor, people are gonna get drunk, fight, shoot each other.
Yeah.
Top golf, there's golf,
drinking.
and then drinking. People are gonna get drunk and fight and then shoot each other after. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so many things, and it all has to involve alcohol. And you know,
I drink mine.
No, I know. I was just gonna say,
mine.
I've seen you drink alcohol, but you don't get violent. You don't get crazy. You don't get like weepy willowy is what I call it when people just start feeling sorrow and sorry for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So like I know for a fact people are just going out there and they're just overdoing it, and then it's turning into just a clusterfuck of people. And my point is this: is like we can't do anything in Albuquerque without people drinking there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for me to take my kid to a concert without some drunk guy pissing on somebody in the crowd, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The back and forth, the girls sloshed, he sloshed there. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that there. That's why I just kind of, you know, keep to myself there. I'll go out and have a drink casually there.
And the point
and enjoy myself, but I won't get that.
By having minimal things to do, and most of them involving alcohol, that's why we have so much murder
crime
per capita. And that was my main point. You know what I'm saying?
Getting cross-faded. Y'all don't know how to control your cross-fadedism. You know what I'm saying? Trying to drink, smoke blunts there like your King Kong.
Yeah, control that shit, Albuquerque, for sure.
Not like me.
All right, moving along. The bizarre New Mexico, new uncovered secrets about Zorro Ranch, Epstein's New Mexico compound.
Yes.
Let's break down all the theories and the facts. Hey, Omega. Let's see. I'll give the facts.
Told y'all.
And then you give the speculating factors, okay?
Speculating factors.
Or do you want to give the facts and I'll give the speculating ones?
No, it don't matter, man. You just tell me what to do, dog. I'm right here, baby.
Let's see. Epstein.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Motherfucker, you.
He definitely trafficked and abused minors, babies as well. Epstein is part of a global trafficking and blackmail ring that doesn't end after his death. That is definite. His associate, Ghislaine Maxwell family, ran the Amber Alert missing child alert systems. Let's see. People are coming forward and saying they were forced into sexual acts, either conscious or not. The Epstein files exposed 2 local women were choked to death and buried on site of the ranch. That's why the investigation was, you know, opened 4 years later, I guess. Investigators from FBI in New Mexico are now searching the house 4 years later, like I just said, after the arrest and the death.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The speculating factors there is, you know what I mean? Epstein reportedly had weird, you know, eugenic ideas. Thank you, because I kind of low right now. You know, he talked about, you know, wanting to seed human race with DNA. You know what I mean? And
his DNA.
Yeah, I mean specifically there, right? One race, one blood, one regime. Basically, there, you know, one control there. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Just impregnating multiple women there, spreading his genetics there. Again, also with speculations that he would abuse and assault the babies after their birth to harvest, adrenochrome there. Folks, if you guys have been sleeping on this, there's multiple, just signs, if you're not keeping up with multiple podcasters about adrenochrome, you know what I mean? Movies go far as back as Fear Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we
that
watched
talk about adrenochrome.
This weekend, we rewatched it just
You
to
know what I mean?
restudy it.
And the pineal glands of the newborn, you know what I mean? They use that there for the elite there, you know what I mean? That's the filet mignon for these fucking people there, which is sad as shit.
Who are said to be reptiles, vampires, whatever the fuck they are. Pure evil, if you ask me. And I think the faster we disintegrate this fucking race off our planet, it would be the best thing for the human race, for sure.
Well, I say first off there, we dissect who is who, what is what, and then we say what the fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? First
Well, they
off
have these
there,
like
you know
facial
what I mean?
recognition things, right? Why
All that bullshit,
they need
the
to-
masks.
Yeah, they need
all
no.
You know.
But like they have like a phone thing, like where I can go boop. Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're Chris.
That's you. That's
your,
me. Yeah.
Your nationality is this. It's like
Again, it's all retinal.
You know what I'm saying? But
retinal, it's already happening.
But they need to do it for these fuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we need to get these hackers on our side and find some shit out like that.
You're a reptile. Blow. You're
Yo,
a
I'm gonna get
fucking-
my spickers
You're
over
a gray.
there.
Blow. You're an Anunnaki. Blow. You know
Asian
what I mean?
homies there. I'm
gotta
gonna
get 'em, dog.
find my peoples there. We're gonna find out who's who, what is what, and then we're gonna let you know what the fuck.
Yeah.
That's my shit. I'm sticking to it.
But back to the Epstein shit. They're definitely finding nothing 4 years later. Obviously, they had a landing strip there, so it had everyone who had evidence there definitely had time to go back and forth
up.
to the Zorro Ranch and get all their shit out of there and all
Clean
the
it out,
evidence
boys.
of whatever they were doing. He said he had a baby farm there.
I believe it, dog.
Yeah.
I mean that little hill there where he sits on that plateau, the actual compound. I mean, it sits about this high, and it's, you know what I mean. There's a lot of shit to build down there.
We drive by it all the time. We see
I
it.
do it there. I seen it there. You know what I mean. I see it far, and I'm like, okay, you're sitting pretty high up there, bro. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we had somebody come and dig down into it there and put some other, especially being in the cool or the heat. You know what I mean. Someplace to actually be able to harvest some shit like that.
Like
You know what I mean?
underground,
With
you mean, like
with
cooler.
genetics and being able to do that there. I mean, I don't think it's unfathomable
No,
at all.
You're totally
and
right.
with everything that's coming up now, anything is possible with these people with money there.
Well,
so
we're finding out the conspiracy theories that got us hooked in the first place and really got us diving deep into all this fucking wormhole bullshit, right?
fucking demonic
it's coming
bullshit.
to full service. We've made songs about it. We've talked about it on other episodes. Everything that we've ever talked about from beginning till now is starting to come to light, and it's scary. What we're trying to do is really just wake. And I hate saying this every fucking episode, like, because like the whole woke fucking shit gets fucking like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure
But
you're awake.
we just want you guys to be thinking for yourselves and like really question all of these experts and all of these people that think that they're doing so good for humanity, when in reality they're doing good for their own humanity, and they're fucking with us as
Their own agenda, folks. It's not about us there. They could give a fuck about us, and I'm saying it like that.
Like I told you before
hard
the
pill to
show,
swallow.
dog, we could only care about the people that really care about us, dog, and they'll show that they care about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I show people every day that I care about them, and they do the same thing back.
I'll give
right?
you love all
But
day uncontrollably.
Somebody comes out of left field expecting that same kind of love, and I've only known you for however long, and it hasn't been as long as my best friend or my brother or my mom or anybody in my family or friends.
And
you know what I'm
that
saying?
that's fucking genuine.
Yeah.
It's genuine.
We have to wait till we see the genuinity in it, right? Before we even consider the new person that came into the circle or whatever of anything, whether it's friendship, family,
Relational,
whatever.
situational.
Relationships. Yeah. Like you definitely have to have your guard up for a little bit. And then you could be like, oh, okay, yeah, we want to be as cool as we want to be to this person because they showed that they were cool back. But if they ain't showing that they're cool back, like I said before the show, dog, we have no reason to be cool to anybody. And that goes for Hollywood. That goes for all these fucking conspiracy theorists. I don't give a fuck. Like Jay-Z, I'll say this real quick before we're off. The Jay-Z changed his name, right? To the two little dots. Tell me why it doesn't look like
Two little dots?
Have you seen it? Watch.
No. You got to.
So Jay-Z changed his name where he has
What?
2 dots above the
So
Y.
he did the sign like fucking Prince, like the artist formerly known as Prince and all that shit?
Yeah. He's trying to do this major comeback thing, but watch. Let me show you.
Oh, man.
I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then you tell me personally what
Bread
you...
and circus,
like,
man.
Think of stick figures whenever you see this, right? Watch.
This is crazy,
I'm going to get
folks.
it real quick.
We're living in trippy fucking times. You know what I mean? And like, yo, you gotta, like I say right now, this is what I say it all the time, man. You gotta believe in something, or you're gonna fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself there. Believe in the ones you love. Believe in your friends and your family. Believe in the high, the one that's above. Believe in Jah. Believe in your Lord. Believe in your God. So, you know?
See how it has the 2 dots above the Y? What does it look like? It looks like 2 stick figure guys playing swords.
That's weird.
It's so fucking weird.
I don't know. It looked like he trying to do it like Pong.
Not like playing swords like
I don't know.
2 knights in the sword fight. Like they're playing sword.
Well, the 2 dots for me there remind me of like very Dutchlandish there. That look like German. You know what I mean? Usually when we see that kind of thing in like
it looks like 2 Peter
other kind
gazers,
of,
bro.
you know, well, I mean English, right? Or, you know, any kind of
Peter
vocabulary
gazers.
there. Yeah, the 2 dots on anything there, right? Means like Hasbrach, you know what I mean? Like Hasbrau, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Like I see those dots in like a lot of German.
So he's
German ready. So I don't know if he's doing that to mock like Kanye because, you know what I mean? Kanye's in Europe still.
And then how Kanye changed his name to just Ye, right?
Just
Y-E.
Yeah, and then right on top of the E, on top of the Y, you know what I'm saying? That makes it funny there, man. You know, so think about it
so
like that.
So now his name is J-A-Z.
Man.
Is what he's trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I see Jay-Z a lot now more this week than I have any week in the past like 5 years. Like literally. Like, and then like not only about the Epstein shit, but like everyone trying to like talk good about him. He's trying to go and do a concert with the Roots. He wants to do a comeback tour where he's just only performing Reasonable Doubt and Blueprint 2.
Yeah, it's hard hitters. Of course.
Like he's just really trying to, it seems like he's like in a panic and trying to do everything he can to save his reputation because it's literally going.
He snapped there instead of
down
pumping
the toilet for sure.
Pumping everybody with the new school. Oh, everybody loves the old school. I should have thought about doing all my old school shit a long time ago.
Yeah, because that's
motherfucker. That's what everybody fucking grew up on.
Those are the only 2 albums that anyone
fuck?
likes, dog. Like the only reason Eminem gets street credibility is his verse on Blueprint 2, and let's see, Hard Knock Life is probably Jay-Z's definitely best album, and that's a definite hip hop classic. I'm not gonna take that from him, but it's partially owned by a Dame Dash still. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, because everything back from there was still fresh. He was still showing that he had the fucking drive and he was going to get it no matter what. And then after he could try to jump out of contract there, he said, fuck no, I'm going to do this.
I think
somebody whispered in his ear and said, yo, I'm going to make you like this. If
Reasonable Doubt was fire, dog. And then the Life in, or the Streets is Watching in Life and Times and all that. I didn't like none of that shit, dog. Like all
there was a handful of songs that I dug. You know what I mean? Maybe
I've never liked Jay-Z, bro.
The Too Short one was like the one that I have out of the whole fucking handful, like I said last episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I only got one motherfucking song. All that I got 50 Nas plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Songs on the playlist there. You know what I mean? Everything from fucking Genuine, the Bravehearts. I mean, fucking Nas is on everything. Fat Joe, Don Cartagena. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking Nas is on every motherfucking thing you think of. Damian Marley. I mean,
like the only songs I could ever
album.
think of for Jay-Z that I like is just like All of Reasonable Doubt, and then there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe songs along the way that I'm like, those are dope, you know. But like
the Jay-Z thing though, you know what I mean? Like, yo, Jay, okay, hyphenation there. I mean, now what you're trying to do? I'm trying to change the alphabet,
bro. It looks like,
bro.
Pause. It looks like literally like 2 stick figures looking at each other's privates, bro.
It looks weird.
Like they're just like.
Like upside down, you look like a weird peeping Tom with like a weird hat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You look like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like a 32-bit motherfucking cartoon character with your name like that.
Nah, knowing Jay-Z, it's the 2 stick figures touching each other's wieners for sure.
He knows what's up. Only you know.
Yeah, Jay-Z,
We don't know.
You got to come out and explain this shit, bro, because this is almost as bad as the Jack Harlow thing, bro.
Man, it's like Funkmaster Flex said he can't get on the internet. He can't do that because he's too motherfucking sensitive.
Oh, yeah, he said that Jay-Z
He says he's the worst one. That nigga fucking is the most sensitive person in the world. That's what I'm going to tell you about Jay-Z. I was like, all right, that make kind of sense.
We'll stop picking on Jay-Z because he's sensitive, okay, for sure.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, so we'll go to, let's pick on Jack Harlow for a minute. I know we backed him up on Blunt Kings and we're saying it's cool that he was jumping into the neo
When he was
soul.
doing that.
But there's so many names that came up for Jack Harlow, and I think they just need to be said, bro.
Bro, hit him with him.
All right, there's Music Stole Child, Yakub Kweli,
Yakub Kweli. That's so fucked up.
Charlie Kirk Franklin, Old Dirty Alabaster, De La Stole, KK Carl Thomas, D'Angelo, Ghostface Vanilla.
Ghostface
with the AH at the
That's horrible. Y'all fucked up.
Lightbread Jennings. Crest Love. This one has to be my favorite. Project Pat Boone. And then they did a spin on Tony where it says honky honky honky.
That's fucked
but
up.
spelled in the ways that they
And
spelled
all the different,
Tony,
the I's, the E, the Y. Oh, man. That's fucked up.
A clan called Clucks.
Oh, fuck.
Bleach Sweat is another one of my favorites for sure.
Bleach Sweat. What
and
the
Jay Nilla for sure.
Jay Nilla.
Hold on, it doesn't end.
What? You got more?
There's Lint Condition. Neocolonal Soul. Neocolonal Soul.
Neocolonal Soul.
And then they said Ninth Wonder Bread. Most definitely not.
Most definitely
Luca Vandross.
Luca Vandross.
Uncommon.
You don't even seem like that.
White Thought.
White Thought.
LL Cool Whip.
That's fucked up. Man, come on.
This one's my favorite. HOA Youngboy.
HOA Youngboy. That's fucked up. I can hear it now.
Brian McWhite. Stevie Wonder Bread. Christopher Brown.
That's fucked up, man. Why'd I have to come to Christopher?
Music Snow Child is another one for sure.
Music Snow Child.
De La Soap. Vanilla Rice, Lazy. Sorry, they're kind of getting crazy.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
A Tribe Called Man. Yeah, they're getting crazy.
Dude.
Now. But yeah, so.
Poor guy, he's having a bad fucking week, man. Yo.
But I really, like I said, I'm gonna back up my statement from Blunt Kings. I'm glad to see a white rapper stay in the, in the soul. So I'm gonna call it the soul zone. I'm not even gonna call it the black zone. I'm not gonna call it the neo soul zone. I'm just gonna call it like the soul zone. You know, because like black music does have the best soul to it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's blues, R&B,
jazz, funk.
Exactly.
Soul, gospel.
Keep telling them.
You know what I mean? Hit them with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That barbecue music there, that Sunday.
So I could see where he's coming from, but I think he just worded it the wrong way. And then plus he had two white podcaster guys asking him about the shit, so it didn't make it any better on his behalf or the podcaster's behalf. So
yeah, I didn't watch that at all.
Yeah.
You need to hook me up.
No, we'll watch it after the episode for sure. It was just real quick, it's like 5 minutes of him saying something about it. You know what I mean? But it's cool. You know, I
hope they figure it out.
I want to hear the album. I heard one single.
His publicist really is in some shit right now, yo.
Why?
Well, I mean, just like the person that's.
Oh shit! It cut off. What happened though?
Okay. No, but I'm just saying, like, whoever's fucking actually supposed to be like keeping up with his image is fucking Christy Nome Pam bonding him, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be coming up with this follow-ass album and, like, supposed to be good there. Like, sabotage from the label.
Oh, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Setting him up for failure.
Well, fuck yeah, because you got the New Balance fucking endorsement. You were on the commercials. You got all the merch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then fucking this shit happens. Your follow-up album is, like, a super flop and everybody's talking shit, you know?